When I first set up my office, I actually had it a totally different way. Um, my desk was actually over here. Um, I didn't have the TV set up here. I didn't have the theater chairs, and it was, I did some major upgrades to the office space back in, I think it was like late spring of this year, and the problem that I had was when I made the switch, I had this big white wall, which is actually a big long closet. Um, I was really trying to figure out how would I like cover that big white wall and everything. And I thought about putting some images, some pictures, and some different things or whatever, even some other different types of lights or whatever. But nothing hit me until I found these, which is what you see in the background, is actually these deals here called the Govee Curtain Lights. I actually have two because I needed because one box will actually cover about I want to say about actually I have three. Take it back, I have three. Um, One covers about 5 feet in width, and I think about 6 or 7. What was it? I can't remember the dimensions, but I think it goes to about I can't remember, about 6 or 7 feet tall, something like that. So it goes pretty high. I want to say about 6 or 7. But I needed three, and it worked out perfectly, as you can see, because a lot of people have commented on, like, what are you using, in your background with the different lights and different things and all that kind of stuff. It worked perfectly. And I might even do some other things at the top or whatever. I'm still kind of, working out some stuff. And again, this is just something that I've just been building along the way. So I didn't do all this in one swoop. I had, a lot of stuff that you see I didn't even have like a year ago. So I just been kind of just building as I, continue to create content in this particular space. And to kind of give you a little insight on how that works, just because I've been getting a lot of these questions, I said, you know what, I need to make a video about this. And again, this is just something that I'm using. It might work for your space. And again, these are the Govee curtain lights here. I just got them off of Amazon. You'll see the links right below in the YouTube description. And they work perfectly. They do a lot of cool stuff. Let me show you. Let me show you really quick here. I'll show you the app. And let me see if I can put it up here. Boom. Okay, there we go. So like here's the app. Like I'm actually in what you call Scenic Dream View. And it's currently on right now. So I would use this little pointer so you can kind of see where I'm, what I'm clicking on here. So I'm gonna click on that, and it brings me to, you got festival, natural, you got all these different ones, and there's even more. I'm gonna show you some other stuff here in a moment. It's actually pretty cool. I didn't even know it did. I knew it did a lot, but it actually does a lot more. And I'm not going to break all this down. You can kind of play around with it once you ever, if you ever need. If this is something that you, think that you can use for your workspace, for your, for your office, for whatever. Really, it could be for anything. I've seen people buy these things and put them outside for like Christmas and Halloween stuff or whatever. So it's kind of cool. There's all kind of cool things you can do with them. For example, like if I go to natural, and then if I go right now, I'm in universe. Okay. And I'm actually using this scene right here, which is called Cosmic Echoes. And I can change it to this one right here, which is Saturn. I think it's just called Saturn. So if I click on that one, and then you'll see it change. So you see it change in the background. Oh, let me move the phone here. So you can see how it changes. And then of course, let me come back. Then I can change to, and you've seen me do a lot, I think, with this one. I think it's this one. In a lot of my videos, you see me, let me see if I can roll that up a little bit more. You see me use this one right here. I'll click on it and just give it a second. Usually it takes, there it is. So you see me use that a lot. I'll take the phone off. So you see me use this one a lot over the past several months, actually. But they just added some new ones, and I've been using this one a lot lately. I really like this one here, so I use that one a lot. So you just click on it, and then it takes, about 10 seconds or so for, because it's all done through Wi-Fi. So you see it just changed. And then they've got more, and I'm not going to go into a whole lot with this. You can kind of play around with it. It's really, really simple. It comes with an app. So you just download the app and then you can control what scene. You can even make your own scenes. You can do a lot of cool stuff. And of course, they've got a lot of different ones you can see here. A lot of different ones. And there's even more like, well, can't see that. So they've got a lot of different scenes, different categories. As you can see here. And then if I go back to device, and if I click on this right here, it's going to bring up this page. And then one that I like using is this one right here. You've seen me use this one. I use this one a lot too. So if I click on it, give it a second, then it's going to change one of them. Remember, I have 3 of them here. Let me see. It should change here. Let's see here. Sometimes it gets a little. Okay, there it is. Okay, it's in the center. That's why. So you see me talking, and it's listening. There's like little mics on the on the top of it's like a little mic or whatever. So it kind of picks up the ambient noise in the room. It's kind of cool. So that's one, and I can go back and go to my second one that I have here, because remember I have 3 of them. And they're all synced together. So then I can come back, then I can click on this one for that light, and then it changes. Okay? Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Sometimes it gets a little weird. So you got to kind of here, and I'm kind of doing multiple things here. Let me just go ahead and change the third one here. Like here's the third one. Let me change that one. And then I'll click on this one right here too. And there we go. So sometimes it takes it a minute because, it's all done through the cloud and all that. So now you can see that, and that third one should kick in. Here it is. Okay, see how it finally kicked in? So now I've got it on this one, and this one's all connected to my voice. So, and again, if I go back to the app, you can see there's some other different things that they've got. I'll click on a few more just to kind of give you an idea. But this is cool. I always like this one. I like this. I like using this one a lot at times on some of my videos too. It just kind of creates an interesting look in the video. And again, this is something that you don't need to make videos, but it just all depends on what you're trying to do. And really, if you may have a setup where this wouldn't even work, but maybe you do have a setup where this could work, where you just need something to kind of work it. And really, the lights they're really just little strings that you can like just either tape up like I have it, or they've got different fixtures that you can use to hang each string. It's pretty simple. You'll see it. I might make another video to kind of show you some of the installation stuff, but it wasn't hard. It's all in the box. So it's all in the box. You'll see it. And there's tons of videos on YouTube about it as well. And that's pretty much what I saw in terms of the capabilities of it. And I said, you know what, that might work to cover that blank white void behind me, right? And it came out right. I think they're about $120 or something. Here, let me look here. Let me pull it up. So if I go to Amazon, I can't remember because I think it was like 120, I think. Let me see. Govee Curtain Lights. And I'll show you here. Okay, Govee Curtain Lights. Let's see here. I'll make it a little bigger. Govee Curtain Lights, you see here, and yeah, about 120. And it was like 129 something. And they've got different types. And of course, they've got a lot of different types of things, right, that you can use. And so it just all depends on what you're looking for. These right here work perfectly for my space and that I was trying to do, and works out pretty good. So let me come back here, and then let me bring it back up here really fast. Oh, let me put this back up. Okay, so I can see. All right, and there's even more. Like I'll make one more change. Let's just try. They got some different scenes. Like if I go up here, you got scenes. You can do colors. You can do it yourself. Like if you want to just make your own type of graphic or whatever, you can do that here. You can do finger sketches. I mean, they give you a lot of creativity that you can do with it. I didn't even know you can even do all that when I first bought it. I didn't even know you can like make stuff and everything. I haven't done. I've kind of played around with it, but I haven't like made anything. I just been using the scenes and stuff that they already have. Like if I go into scenes right here in this mode, um, it'll bring up even more scenes. You got your Govee artist scene. You got natural right here. Let me just click on the natural. I'll bring that up so you can kind of see. So they got a lot of different scenes here on the natural festival, uh, life. We got fire. Let me check that fire out. What's that fire about? So if I click on this fire, let's see what that's about. I don't know which one. Testing one. Okay, I think I see it kind of like right in there in the behind me a little bit. Let me do the other ones. That was 3, so let's do 2. 2 under scenes. I think that's under festival. No, it's under life. Fire. Okay, let's do the other one. You can't see me clicking on all this, but you can see me going through the menus here. And then I'm gonna go to scene, scroll up to life, scroll up, and I'm gonna click on fire again. And then I'll get out of this, and then I'll just take off the phone. So you can see it's like some fire in the background. If that's what you're looking to do, there you go. You're good to go, right? So totally up to you. But if I don't want to do any of that stuff, I can just go back to home, and then I just go back to scenic dream view, which I use a lot. And then I'll just go back to universe. You can't see that here. Now you can. So I go back to universe here, and then I'll just go back to cosmic echoes. I'll click on that and give it a second, and it should change all those. So I take off the phone. Now I'm back to the original. And I don't know, it's probably hundreds of different scenes. And they just added some new ones like a month ago or whatever. They had a big update and they had added all these new ones or whatever. So I haven't even been through all of them. Normally I just kind of see things. I like that. I'm going to start rocking that one. That's perfect. Because some of them, like when I'm doing the scenes, like in a lot of the videos, I don't want it to get too busy behind me. Sometimes I like the audio stuff. That's kind of cool. But they've got a lot of cool stuff. And again, I'm just mainly using it. I bought it mainly just so it can cover that wall, give some color, some life behind me. And I think it works out really well. So, but that's what I'm using. I thought I'd make a video about it. I got some links in the description, and again, I'm just making some of these videos because people have been asking me about how am I making, how do I create these types of effects behind me, and it's really just a curtain light, and it's literally just that. It's the perfect name for it because it's a curtain full of lights, and these little beads of lights they can sync, and you can do all kinds of cool things with them. So it's really impressive, and I like it. And I like it. So there you go. That's what I'm using. I'm using the Govee Curtain Lights to work behind me. And so if you see me make some changes here and there, you know where it all came from. So thought I'd make that video. So now you know. And again, I've got from my situation, at first I had bought two of them, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to need 3 because I think that whole wall is about 15 feet, something like that, close to 15 feet. So 3, I needed 3 myself, and so it worked out. So it could work out for you depending on your space if you're wondering how this works. So that's all I got for this video, guys, and hopefully it was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.